Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Rod Arriagada coming to you live from the Hangar Billiards and Sports Lounge. We're here at 121 Scurfield Blvd, and we're here for the Sunday Open 8-Ball Tournament. This is a B-side semifinal matchup, and I got to fix this because I had it set up for the finals between Darrin Dmyterko, and I'll put his name up there real quick. They're on the hill, by the way. It's race to 5, race to 4. It's 4-2 right now. Wilks. All right, man. Scoreboard's been updated. We get a little bit closer. So this is the B-side semi-final, and then we have the A-side final coming up next. Mike Latour and Mike Delgado, which is what I had on the scoreboard. These guys came in to play their match, and I figured that I was going to take a break. By the time I came back, that maybe these guys might be done with their match or close to being done to their match. And I came back, excuse me, I came back, and they were somewhat close, but not quite done. And then by the time I got the stream pretty much set up to go, these guys got into a hill-hill matchup, and I decided to just run it here so we can catch the end of this B-side semifinal. And now we have Dave Wilks at the table, looking to be able to win the match here himself. Walking around, taking a look at his angles, his possibilities. I like this. This is good. Excuse me. Who? Jason who? Platt? He's not here. No. Oh, yeah, no, he's not here. I'm not sure. Somebody just messaged me asking if they can still come out for the clinic, but I don't think he's got a clinic here today. Not that I know of. Yeah, he's just not here, no. All right. Gotta get focused here. Sorry, my bad. I'm on the phone. Got a good match going on here. Well, he's got shape for the 4-ball. He's got angle to be able to open up to 7-ball too. He's gonna take the 2-ball. Take the 4-ball here. He's got a plan though. What he's gonna do with the 7-ball. He's got to try to find a way to make some trouble here. I don't think making the 4-ball is really going to benefit him. He didn't take the time to see, or he didn't just acknowledge the angle that he had on the floor ball there. If he would have taken the shot on the floor ball, he would have crashed into that 11 and that 7, opened up that 7 ball. He likely would have had a follow-up shot on the 7 as well. But he's come back into a position where he's shooting the 4 ball and he's shooting in a different angle that he wants. I have to do one more thing before I keep going, which is share the link for the YouTube. I know some of you guys want to watch it on YouTube. So I'll post it right now. There it is for you guys. Just make the 4 back around. And I missed the 7 ball. Gonna give Darrin a chance to be able to make an opening shot here and maybe finish the rack. No real troubles here except for the 15, which isn't really a problem, but one of the shots that's not really easy. Honestly, a good position for it, which shouldn't be a problem. But if you wait till the end, that could be a problem, which is going to be a really likely not what's going to happen here. Going on with my other computer, it's trying to act up on me. So you should be trying to get up there within the next couple of shots. Maybe on this one, I would try to go up there. Although I would like to take that 9 ball out of the way. Oh no, I guess not. From the side angle, looks like the 9 ball's an easy shot, but from that angle, it didn't look. 9 looks like it's perfect. I guess he could finish it with the 15 ball. I was talking about that could be a problem, but not the way this table is laid out here. It looks like the reasonable thing to do is to make the 9, keep up for the 12, and then finish off with the 15. Yeah, that's good. He's taking a look to see what kind of angle he needs. And he should be walking around the other way too to see the 8 ball and see what he wants to do with that. Unless he's already committed to a pocket. Could be the case. He might be thinking about making the 8 ball in the same pocket here. As this, what I thought was a 10, but I think it's a 12. It's the 12. Good pace, and he was committed to making 8 ball in the bottom left corner. Should be able to finish here. Got enough distance to be able to cue behind the cue ball. And he will finish it 5-4, the final score. It's going to move us into the 5-2, sorry. 5-2. Going to move us into our next bracket. I got an update here on challenge. Our next matchup, it's going to be Mike Delgado, Mike Vautour. They're going to get that going right away. Good try there for David Wilks. Came up just short, man. Managed to make the 4 ball. Just missed the 7 ball. Darrin made sure to finish the table on his turn. 5-2 the final score, and that puts a match between Darrin Dmyterko and Derek Gledhill. We're going to get the A-side final going right now. Mike is here. Mike Vautour might have gone outside for a smoke. And Darrin well, I guess Darrin is getting his match going right now with Derek. We'll go over here and watch them in the meantime while we wait for Mike Vautour to come back. And I'll set up the scoreboard for us for the A-side final. I think it's a 7-5 race, I'm pretty sure. All right, so the scoreboard's been set up for the A-side final. We're just waiting for Mike Vautour to come back. I'm assuming he's outside having a smoke. Mike Delgado is going to try to warm up in the meantime while he's waiting. As soon as he comes back in, you guys can... Assuming he's probably having a smoke. All right. I guess I'll take the scoreboard down here. So that way you guys know that it's not the actual TV table. It's one of the 2 TV tables, though. It looks a little weird without the scoreboard, right? So I guess I can jack it up a little bit here. That's a little bit better, right? Maybe we'll even center it some more. There at the Dmyterko at the table. Kelly Saunderson wants to know if this is the last match. No, so that last match that I started off with, that was the B-side semifinal. This is the B-side final, the first one right now that's on the screen between Darrin and Derek. And we're waiting for Mike Vautour to come back in. Then he's playing his match against Mike Delgado. That's the A-side final. So both these matches are up right now. And then the next match after this will be the loser of the main TV table between the 2 mics against the winner of this table that's on the screen right now. That was a beautiful shot. There's Mike. He's coming back in. That was a beautiful shot. That's my teammate right there, by the way. Darrin Dmyterko, nice little shot here to get shape on the 8 ball also. Could have ran into that 3 ball, but he avoided it perfectly. And I think these guys, they're getting ready to get started. So we'll bring up the scoreboard once again. All right. Looks like they've flipped the coin instead of lagging, and Mike Delgado's going to get the first break of the match. I call him champion because he plays like a champion all the time, and he's usually in the finals whenever he plays. Did not have the luck that way last night, though. Didn't work out for him. And, honestly, it was just such a tough field that you have no idea, man. Being the winner of that event is like winning a world championship, man. With so many tough players to play against. Excuse me. That was the King of the Hill winner take all. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch it yet, you can check it out on Facebook or on YouTube on my channel. And yeah, take a look at it. There's so many great matches. Don't start off with the finals, but I'll tell you what, watch what you can. If you want to watch the first round, second round, or the third round, all 3 rounds were really good matches. First stream, I believe, had like 3 matches going. I showed you guys the end of, I believe it was 3 matches, yeah. So that stream is pretty good. But the championship match is probably the best one. Even though it doesn't look like it at the beginning. Woo. What a matchup. What a matchup. Don't take my word for it, though. Go check it out yourself. Just not right now. Stay here. Check this out first. This is the A-side final. I guess we should make it official, because if we don't, nobody will really know, right? A-side finals. I don't know if it's finals, final. I kind of like final, but I believe they call it A-side finals. Like as if there's more than one. I think it's a combination of like I'm in the A-side final and I'm in the finals. I don't want to. Ooh. And I gotta make sure that I mark the challenge bracket as in the matches in play. This one's in play as well. 2 matches remaining after this one and the one that's going down on table number 3. Looking to open up that 5 ball and nice shot. Did he get something on it though? I don't know if he got anything on it. It was a nice shot. Definitely a good effort. Put some extra punch in that one, man. As soon as it hit that rail, boom, banana. Lindy Lou says, go, Darrin, go. Well, I'll tell you that he won the first game and he just made the 8 ball in the second game after running the table out. He's up 2-0 on that table right now. He's playing good. He's playing really good. I remember the first time he came out to play a few weeks ago and he was feeling a little rough and I remember telling him like, yeah, I'll come back, you know. It's the usual thing, right? You don't play throughout the whole summer. It's beautiful out. You want to go enjoy life and then you come back at this time of year and you want to play some pool and it looks rough. It always does. But, you know, once you shake off the dust and the cobwebs, well, you get back into form and it's a different world, man. Stephen Valley, how you doing? Terry Daniels, welcome. William Harley, welcome to the stream. Ken Townley says, deja vu. That's right, man. These guys played last week. And they didn't play it. They kind of played it. The championship match went to 1 rack. So they split the money. But they played 1 rack, and Mike won that rack. Oh, Mike, both of them are Mikes. But Mike Delgado won that rack. So technically, who was the champion last week? And now he's got a chance to be able to take another one here. If you win the A side, you'll have a guaranteed second place, and whoever comes through the B side will have to double dip him. So that's going to be a good case scenario for him if he's the one that wins this match. Same goes for Mike Couture if he's the one to win this match. Trying to make sure he didn't give him a whole lot to work with. I believe he's giving him something on the 3. And of course, there's another combination up there. Oh, I know what's going on. Hmm. My internet crashed on my other computer. I just reset it. It looks so much better on YouTube, I think, I don't know. And I never used to think, like, I used to think whatever, think quality looks good on Facebook too. And it doesn't not look good on Facebook. It looks good on Facebook. But I find it just looks a little bit sharper with a 1080p, of course, on YouTube. And if I went and boosted my camera to 4K, which I can do, the picture would be even sharper, but it won't really help for those of you that can't really play YouTube or play 4K. Good combination on that one. That one is in a really tight spot, man, so he's got to be careful here how he plays the shot. If he can make the one now, that would be ideal, but if he can't from there, he's going to have to maybe draw off the 6 a little bit and just set up for the 1. Going to be tough for him to control the cue ball as far as for the 8 ball. He needs to get back quite a bit here. That was a good effort. A little bit too far, actually, but really nice effort. Very nice effort. I don't know why it always does that to me. First time that I try to play a replay, it always does that to me. Oh, a nice cut on this one, and look at the shape. Come on, give him something. A little bounce, a little lucky bounce. That's going to work. He's going to strike first in this matchup. Check it out. That was a tough cut. And look at this. To avoid everything like he did, he got a little bounce off the 9 here, just a little kiss. Just enough to give him a nice correct angle for the finish. Not highlight of the day, but it's definitely a nice shot. 1-0. He takes the lead. And he's breaking in rack number 2. Chance to get up 2 games if he can make a ball. And be fortunate enough to find the finish as well. Nathan Nelson, how you doing? Mike Orvis, one of our players from the King of the Hill yesterday. Daniel Wilson, how you doing? Jet Wang, welcome to the stream. Steve Josephson, welcome to the stream. David Wilson says Mike is going to win this match. That's funny. That actually makes me laugh because it is funny. I used it a couple of times already. It made me laugh those times too. Neil Soloway, how you doing? Mark Johnston, welcome to the stream. Dan Hoger, Peter Adams, how you doing? Welcome. There you go, he said. Mike Delgado's gonna come up here looking at his Christmas present to see if he likes it. If he can make it work. Open table, he can combo a solid into a stripe as well if he wants to, but there's nothing there that will require something like that. You can also combo an 8-ball into a solid or stripe to open up, but that's also not something that's required in this particular rack. Oh, and he's going to miss the opening shot on that one, and that's going to bring Mike Valtour back to the table. I don't know, man. I feel like every time anybody says that to me, like, there you go. I never finished that game. Just one of those things, man. Well, I'm talking about the good picture, but now it's all choppy on my computer, on my laptop. Do it again. Oh yeah, now it's better. If by any chance, and this goes for Facebook too, if by any chance you kind of tune into the stream and it gets a little blurry, you know, things don't look kind of right, all you gotta do is exit the stream and come back in and you'll be able to see it. It'll look clear again. I'm getting a kind of a weak connection here on this wireless connection. The picture's starting to look blurry again. I have to keep looking at my main computer just to make sure that my eyes aren't blurry. Well, it's one of those signs of diabetics, right? If your sugars are low or high, you get blurriness. Good pace on that one. He could even ran into that 2-ball if he really wanted to. I don't. Oh, maybe. I don't know what kind of angle he's got to work with there. Might want to take that 11-ball first. Maybe just spin your way back to the middle of the table. You can't. If you take it to the side, this means you have to go up table with some spin. Yeah, hit the middle of the table, top rail, and then come back down towards that 13-ball. That's why I feel like he's gonna have to take that 11-ball, and he's looking at the 11-ball like as if he doesn't have any other choice as well. Going to the side ain't that bad. He can try to spin it out 2 rails too, but then he's got to kind of punch stroke it just to get the effect to go through. The curve effect. He just played it off the line and back up. That was the first option. He's pointed where he needs to get to. He doesn't really have to get there to make this 8-ball in the same pocket as the 11-ball. He can try to kind of go around here off 2 rails to get up for the 8-ball on the right side bottom pocket. Trying to hold shape though for the bottom left and shot at it. You can see the angle here of the cut. Ooh, it looked like it was going to roll out and rolls in. Take the second game also. Off to a quick start. 2-0. And Mike Delgado, well, let's step it up a notch now. By the way, I don't know. I've been asking for people to go to the YouTube channel and to subscribe to the channel. It is. Did I paste it? I don't think I pasted it. Or not paste it. Pin it, I mean. There, it's pinned. So it's pinned on the comments here. You can click on the link, go over there, and check out the stream on YouTube. 1080p, better quality for sure. If you're watching on a bigger TV, that's perfect. If you're not one of those people that like to watch streams on YouTube, then you can still keep watching it here on Facebook. But maybe you can go over to my link and just subscribe to my channel anyway, and help me try to get to that 1,000 people subscribers. I don't know. Every time I think about 1,000 subscribers, man, it kind of makes me feel like take a deep breath. It's gonna take some effort. Kind of like when you face those difficult shots on the table, right? You're like, I just gotta make it. Rickster, how you doing? John Wallace, welcome. Antonio Gomez, welcome to the stream. Mark Ramirez, how you doing? Dervish, what's up, bro? Peter Adams is on board from Circuit 8 Ball Championships. How you doing, Peter? Jules Mortensen says, I prefer YouTube. Yeah, I can see that, man. And I thought, like, there's a lot of people that are asking me to do it, right? And I was like, I try, it's just not working. I finally figured out how to do it, and we're good to go. Asking you shall receive. I always try to say that, right? Asking you shall receive. Haven Asplico, how you doing? Adam Gwynn, welcome to the stream. Stephen Valley says, looks good. Thank you, sir. How you doing? Mitchell Malcolm, welcome to the stream. Jeffrey Engel, how you doing? Kevin York, welcome. James Steele says the link works. Leo Purcell says, what's up, Rod? How you doing, Leo? I'm good, man. I'm good. Getting further down to the end of the tournament now, as we're sitting here in the A side final. The B side final A is being played right now. Darrin Dmyterko was up 2-0 in that matchup, and he's at the table right now looking to get on 3-0. And our main TV table here, we have Mike Delgado versus Mike Vautour, the battle of the mics. And so far, Mike Vautour has taken the first two games. But the last two times these guys played, which was last week, both in the A-side final and the championship match, Mike Delgado was the guy to win the match. So can this two-game lead be enough to be able to help him get over the edge on this matchup against Mike Delgado? Or is Mike Delgado just going to keep doing what he's been doing all the time and try to find a way through this match like every other one? Masterful selection, as you can see. He's working angles, drawing lines. It's like he's teaching a class right now. You guys just got to pay attention and take out your notepads. Yeah, he's checking out all his angles here. Combination is good. That's not the problem. He's just trying to figure out how he's going to finish this table to be able to get up for the 14 ball. That's going to be a good shot. You see here, he's gone to the 14. Got an angle to come back up table. That 12 ball sitting by the side pocket, it's going to be the finish ball likely. Got to make sure he figured out his angles here. So he didn't lose control of the cue ball. Get that perfect. Jules says on YouTube, on the YouTube channel, he's interacting, says YouTube is better. You're on to 74 subscriptions. Nice. I would like to see, if I can get to 100 today, to me, that's like, wow, I did something cool today. I conquered the world. Thinking about Pinky in the brain right now. What are we going to do today? We're going to conquer the world, Pinky. That's me, man. If I can get 100 subscribers today, and I only need, according to Jules, 26 more, I will conquer the world with Pinky. I can get crazy sometimes, I tell you. Nice little draw shot here to be able to make it to the 8 ball for the 8 ball in the bottom left corner. Comes up a little bit short though, but he still has the shot to the corner. Lots of protection here for the cue ball. He's in a perfect spot right now. And he'll make it. He'll use that protection to hit it with some power, make sure it goes in. And he'll get on the scoreboard now. Not going away, that's for sure. 2-2-1. A tied game, and Mike Votor will have a chance now to break and rack number 4. It's what you expect, right? Expect him to come to the table and do his thing like he does and finish the table like he does. This shape here for this one, it wasn't anything crazy or anything special, but it was perfection. That shows you. But if you really want to try, if you really put in the effort, you can control that cue ball like a vehicle. It's not easy though. It takes a lot of practice. First, you got to figure out all the angles from the cue ball on a specific shot. Once you got that figured out and you have a good understanding of your tangent lines, then you have to kind of figure out the speed of the cue ball. And not just for a shot, but for a variety of shots, because the speed on the shot varies depending on the shot you're taking. Right? You can't just have one stroke, one speed. It doesn't work that way in pool. You need to use a variety of grips, variety of stroke, and the speed is always varying as well. Smash and break. Open table, unlike last night. This time it's an open table. He ripped into this one. Where's my money? Bam. Smash and break, open table, and well, we're looking at the stripes of anything here. Looks like the least of our headaches right now. Problems. He can maybe try to get this 15 ball open right away too. I just don't know if that 3 ball's on the way. It doesn't look like it from this angle, but when you go back over here, I think maybe the 3 ball might be slightly in the way. I don't think it is. This angle tells me it's not. He needs to kind of punch it off the rail to be able to get to the 15 ball and the 1 ball here. And that's going to open up the 4 ball as well, which is not really what he's trying to do, but it's something that he's going to have to do. And so now he's got a shot on the 15 ball. As you can see here, he's got a little bit of a draw angle. Follow-up shot's going to be tough, though. Got to work that out right now. Ideally, you like to get shape for the 12 ball here. The window's kind of tight because of that 5 ball sitting where it is. If that 1 ball wasn't sitting so close to the 15 ball like it is right now, he can just draw up table or down table on our screen, pass his right side middle pocket to set up for the 9 ball. That would be the absolute best way to be able to finish the table. Because then only set up is for the 12 on the top left corner. You got the automatic shape for the 10 ball in the same corner. Put some power into that one to draw back to make sure you had a shot on the 12 ball, and I believe he's got it. And now he's going to have to break out the 8 ball if he has that shot. He's got a nice draw angle for the 8 ball. Problem is, though, if he runs into the 8 ball, that's going to leave him kind of nasty on that 9. And he may not have to maybe break out that 8 ball. Maybe it goes to the corner. Oh, yeah. That goes to the corner, no problem. The bottom right corner. So technically, he doesn't even have to break out the 8 ball. All he's got to do here is just make the shot and try to set up shape for 9 ball. His tangent line from here is going just past the 9 ball, right in between the 9 and the 8. If he adds a little bit of left-hand spin, that is. That would absorb the angle slightly and allow him to get through there. Oh, no. Took a gamble, man. He knew he was going to run into it, but he didn't think he was going to end up getting it kicked in like that. That's just a little bit of, I guess we call it bad luck. Yeah, call it bad luck. 2-all. Pool gods had even things out here. I don't understand how that happened. I'm sure, Mike Latour's trying to figure out how that happened too. How did it work out so perfectly that that stripe was going to come back, kick that 6 ball towards that 8 ball, and push that 8 ball in when that 8 ball wasn't going to scratch? Take a look at it again. That 8 ball was not going to scratch. Didn't scratch until that 6 ball came back and kicked it back in. See? It wasn't going to scratch. It hit the 2 horns, right? It hit the 2 horns. It was going to stay up. Oh, that was another smashing break there from champion Mike Delgado. Smashed it, man. Absolutely smashed it. Even on Take What You Make, this rack is perfect. Take a look at his angle, see what he's got to work with here. He's not bad. He needs to get back up to the middle of the table, really. It's kind of not real a big concern, but the ball that he kind of has to get to that's in that inconvenient spot almost is that 15 ball. So it easily goes to the side pocket. So it's not really a problem, like I said. When I say these kind of things, when I'm looking at specific shots like that, what I'm, I guess, doing more or less is what I would normally do, my thought process when I'm shooting at the table. I always try to look at my problems first and try to figure out how to deal with that, right? And that usually helps me decide where I'm going to shoot when it's an open table, whether I'm going to go for solids or stripes. When I'm walking around and figuring out problems, and kind of weighing the solutions versus the problems and seeing the result. You see here, he's got a shot on the 11 ball, which will allow him to get back for the 15 ball. And he can finish off on that 9 ball if he really wants to. But from this angle, I don't know. It might be better off just to take that 9 ball, really. It's not really doing much for you. Not going to help you for the finish anyway. I think the 11 ball helps you more. The 15 helps you more for the finish. So, excuse me. In that case, I would I have to bring the mic in a little bit closer. Yeah, I would just take that 9 ball here. This makes sense, because that 15 kind of helps you more or less for the 8 ball, and so does the 11 ball. But the 9 ball didn't really do much for you. So, absolute common sense kicking in on that one. Takes the 9 ball out of the way. I wonder if he's going to try to get perfect shape off back in the middle, or if he's going to try to come through a couple rails for this one. I just try to get back to the middle. And I don't know, maybe a little bit too hard, but I think it wasn't hard enough at the same time because I believe he was trying to shape up for that 8 ball in the bottom left corner. And now he's got the shot to the bottom right corner. Had he kind of considered shaping up for the bottom right corner, first of all, he probably would have been a lot straighter on it. It's not going to make a difference, so he's still going to make the 8 ball, and he's going to take the lead in this match. 3-2. One of the 2 games that he is spotting his opponent is now out of the way. take a look at our other table as well. Derek Ledhill playing. Looks like the score is tied at 2. No, it looks like Derek just took the lead on that one, 3-2 in their match. Rack number 6. He's down by 1. Gonna scratch and lose the cue ball on the break, and Mike Delgado will get a ball in hand on this one. This is a nice table. This is not good for Mike Valtour. He knows it, man. That 2-game spot is gonna get wiped out after this rack, I think. I don't want to put no commentator's curse on this guy, but I feel like he's gonna finish this table on this turn. He wasn't happy about not being able to make it all the way to the end last night. And Mike Delgado sat here after he got eliminated from the tournament. He sat here all evening watching every single match that kept going on after he was eliminated. You can tell, man, like a big part of him was like, he just wished he was in it. He just wished he was in it. He's got his chance here, a moment of glory. Chance to be able to win the A-side final. Chance to be able to guarantee a double dip on the championship match. So another problem that he's got here would be the 2-ball, and that's something he's going to try to address right away. As you can see there, he's already taking a look at it. Technically, he can make it right now if he wanted to. But he's just going to make this one draw back a little bit and get a little straighter on the 2. Not straight. If he gets straight, he can just draw back. But if not, he wants a little bit of angle just so he can play the cue ball through. And he's kind of in that 50-50 right now where like he can sort of play through, but he can kind of draw back. It kind of works both ways, and it sort of doesn't, you know, because you kind of have to adjust the spin a little bit on it. May not be the right time, he's thinking, so we're looking at that 6-ball now. 7 balls looks all innocent, but I believe it only has a couple of pockets that it goes into. I don't know if it goes to the right side middle. Definitely goes to the left side middle. Goes to the top left corner as well, and as long as the 5-ball stays where it is, you can use it as a combo there for that pocket. Opts to take the 6-ball to try to get a better angle on that 2-ball, and he's not too happy about it, but I actually think this is better. I don't mind this. I'm happy with it. What might happen here is that he might have to take this 2-ball to the side, or he's going to take that 5-ball instead. And I thought he was going to take that 2-ball, then the 5, then play the 3 to the top right corner, then just roll up for the 7-ball in the left side middle pocket. Sounds simple, right? He's looked at this 2-ball a bunch of times, man. He's passed up on it every time. I don't know if he likes this angle anymore. To the corner, maybe. Make it work to the corner. He can draw off the rail and set up for the 10-ball or the 7-ball. Oh, it does go past. Okay. Setting up for the 7-ball on the side. It does go past. What kind of lineup does he have for it, though? To finish with that 3-ball in the top right corner, anyway. Maybe not, but I feel like it. I've been wrong before in my time. So I've been told. Max Hool, how you doing? Ferris Holmes, how you doing? Says, for me, it's better on Facebook. Yeah, I know, and I get it. You know, some people like it better on Facebook. I I don't blame you. I'm a Facebook junkie, you know. I get it. Couldn't solve the puzzle on that one, and Mike Votoro will have a chance now. Down by one, he can make it an even game. Gene Peacock wants to know, have you ever seen the stream GB9? I watched a few games today. I have watched their stream, but it was a long time ago. Is that the one where they do like the snooker, 9-ball, and carom billiards competition? Are they the same organizers? There's an event that they do every year. I can't remember the name of the event, but it's a world championship, and it's consisted of 3-man teams. One player plays the snooker, one player plays the carom billiards, and one player plays the 9-ball. That's how they make their teams. I like it. It's kind of cool, man. Leo Samba, how you doing? Mosin Pathan. I don't know how you say your last name, but welcome to the stream. Winston, yep, how you doing? James Steele, thank you. He says, I just subscribed. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, like I say, even if you guys don't watch it on YouTube, man, and you got a YouTube channel, just go over there and subscribe anyway. You know, it's not going to create no harm. It's not like I'm going to go out and conquer the world. Well, I might. I don't know. I watched a lot of Pinky and the Brain when I was growing up, you know, and it's in my mind. It's imprinted in there somewhere to conquer the world. I thought it was supposed to be like conquering the world with pool, but like a player didn't go too far. All these guys like Shane Van Boning with their 800 plus Fargos, just killing it. Let the little guys have fun, man. Retire, bro. Retire. I want to be the best in the world, but I'm only at 570. Corey Stoneman, how you doing? Terry Teresa, welcome to the stream. Says good evening, pool players. Eric Tahe, how you doing? And Greg Malonas. I have no idea what the payouts are, Bryce Johnson. I should know. I really don't, though. I have no idea, man. Aaron Harvey, is it Sykes 6? Welcome to the stream. Dave Brockway. All right, I'll bring it a little bit closer. You know what it is too, is that I don't have it all turned up all the way, and I just didn't want to be too overwhelming, too loud, and I don't really want these guys to be distracted by me talking about their game too much. So I kind of try to turn it down, try to keep it, you know, close to my face, but not that close. But if you like it better, then I'll make the adjustment. How you doing, Petra? Jarrett Travers, welcome to the stream. Brian Mars, how you doing? Welcome. Jaden Hunt, welcome. Ray Boudreau, welcome to the stream. Arlene Man says, couldn't stay awake last night to watch King of the Hill to the end. Who won? Good shot, Mike. I'll show you guys right after this rack. Earl Cameron, how you doing? Welcome back. Brent Whitaker. Deb Wanamaker, welcome to the stream. Mr. Chen, how you doing? Terry Bolio. Happy of one of the greatest pool players in Manitoba, I think. I don't know. I know he's young, you know, and you never know how the future's going to unfold for him. But as of right now, he's got that potential to be one of the best in Manitoba one day. If he finds the discipline, that is. He needs to be disciplined. And not like, you know, knocking him across the head kind of discipline, but showing him the right way of playing, I guess. There's a balance between everything, you know? You know what I mean, Terry. You're a player. You're one of the great players here. Today, they did 9-ball. They didn't announce about anything. Okay, so yeah, no, maybe not. Maybe I haven't watched that. Maybe it's something different that I'm talking about. Kind of an interesting shot here because it's got a back cut it, and you can see here like the tangent line is pointing towards the bottom left corner. going to make the adjustment to make sure it does not go into that corner, and he'll win that game. The game's tied at 3 now. Race to 2 for him. Race to 4 for Mike Delgado. Looking like the odds are against him right now. Here's the picture of the winner. It was Jeff Clare who won the King of the Hill last night, and he was happy. You can see that face. He's happy, man. He knows his accomplishment. He had to destroy some big monsters to get to that check, man. And he made it look beautiful all the way through. The last monster looked like the most innocent monster of them all. It looked like the little guy, you know. Don't worry about the little guy. He's no problem, right? He's up 7-1 or 8-1 in that match in the final, thinking, you know, I don't have to worry about this. And then suddenly that little guy, I don't know what happened. He had his spinach or something, but he became a monster, a real monster. Got back within 3. Then Jeff came back and made it 6-game difference. Larry came back, brought it within 1. It was such a crazy matchup, man. I'm telling you. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, go check it out on YouTube, on Facebook. King of the Hill, championship match. Check out all the other matches too. They're all great, man. That championship match, I think I wasn't the only one that was watching that match thinking to myself, oh, this game is done. Oh, yeah, there's no hope for this guy, man. I don't even know how this guy made it to the final. Right? Guys are thinking that I don't even know how this guy made it to the finals, man. Seriously. You know, you're judging him with your eyes as he's, you know, having his struggles on the table. And it had nothing to do with his style of play, man. He was playing really well. He just wasn't getting the rolls, right? So everything was a little bit more difficult for him. And, well, his opponent was getting all the breaks in a sense, right? But I know things are different when it comes to pool. There's a circle, and it always comes around no matter what. And that's exactly what happened, you know. Larry just kind of woke up, like I said, and suddenly it's a match. And you can see, like, you can totally see why it was that he was there in that last battle for all the money. You know, he earned his way there. It wasn't the first time he'd been down like that and that he had to come back and make an effort to win. He just came up a little bit short last night, that's all. And it was tough to beat Jeff Clare. I mean, he had to play against Eric Orbison, Jason Klatt, Johnny Baptiste. You know, oh, man. The way to climb up there, to get to there, I mean, he had to play Ryan Soloveld also, who's a big pressure player. You know, but Jeff was just the guy to beat last night. Last night was his moment, man. It was his time to be crowned the King of the Hill. The time for him to take home that beautiful check. And of course, $1,600. Next King of the Hill is going to be a 32-player tournament. It's going to be fun for you. Update the scoreboard. Looks like Derek Ledhall won that game 5-3. And there will be calling it a night. Bracket has been updated on Challenge. For those of you that are following on Challenge, that leaves us this match, the B-side final next, the loser of this table playing against Derek Ledhill, and then the championship match. The winner of this match has to get double dipped by the winner of the next match. And, well, you know, it's happened. Maybe once. Maybe twice. Justin Poncho, how you doing? Tim Turner, welcome to the stream. Dennis Brzezinski, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Wow, you pronounced my last name right, says Aaron Tahe. How you doing, man? Thanks, Rod. I never comment, but that definitely deserves one. Thank you, I appreciate that. Dude, you seriously deserve to be a pro commentator. You're the most entertaining one I've listened to. Oh, thanks. Honestly, I'm like a kid at heart, man. I love what I do. I follow the moment, and I'm not a stranger to comedy, man. I have a good time in life, right? I enjoy the moments. I don't know. You have to ask. I'm assuming that there will be. Yes, I'm assuming so because 20 players, right? Yeah, but just ask them at the bar. I'll come up there right away, right now with you. Yeah, I gotta go up to the bar and make sure. I'll be right back, and I'll continue talking to you in a second, Eric. And I appreciate the fact that I didn't butcher her name, man. You know, because some people call me a really good commentator. Other people call me the butcher, man, and that's not because I cut up meat. It's because I cut up names. I seriously butcher names sometimes. I don't mean to do it, but it's in my nature. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Whew. All right. I had to make sure he got paid. I don't think I missed anything on this match, right? We're still at 3-all. It doesn't look like Mike moved his coin last time, so it looks like it's 3-2 on the coins, but I believe it's 3-all. Unless I'm wrong, maybe I am. Norman Hill, how you doing? Mr. Joseph Tamayo, Darwin Wadaka, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Orlando Morales, Sean Blomley, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. One of the CSL IPL players. And Jules Morrison wants to know if I have a date for the 232-man King of the Hill. Yes and no. I have to confirm the date before I can announce a date. But yes and no. Had to get some water too, man. I was getting a little thirsty. I talked so much, eventually the well dries up. John Hool, how you doing? Manny De La Cruz, welcome to the stream. Circuit 8 Ball Championship says on the YouTube channel, where do I subscribe? Well, you just subscribe on the. It'll give you an option when you see my name on the link or on the when you click over to YouTube like you are right now. If you just click on the name where it says Rod Arriagada / CSL Manitoba, right next to it, it'll show you subscribe. You get the subscription button, and then you're good. I appreciate it, by the way. Thank you. Jules Mortensen says here on on YouTube says the brain is going to take over the world. Yeah. Honestly, I think maybe that's my problem in life. You know, I watched a lot of cartoons growing up. The cartoons of my time were all about, you know, good versus evil and people conquering the world. So, what else are you gonna do? Conquer the world, man. It's gonna be tricky here to be able to get shape for the 8 ball. You got to get down there, man. Really small window. Potential here for out of the day if you can get the window. More about finesse than it is about something spectacular. And look at that. What a shot. Maybe not highlight of the day, but you can still have my money, man. What a shot. Come on, get in there for the finish. He almost didn't make it. Almost didn't make it. Takes the lead in this match, 4-3. Finesse, man. Finesse. Patiently waiting for it to stop at the perfect moment. What a shot. Yeah, and by the way, those of you that are watching on YouTube, I think I'm supposed to get people to like interact, or maybe I'm supposed to interact with people. I'm getting 0 for chat interaction anyway. Even though I'm communicating with you guys, I guess I'm supposed to be like typing on there and all that stuff, and you know, I ain't got time for that. How am I supposed to hit all the buttons all over the place when I'm trying to hit the buttons for the controls already? Too many buttons, man. What a break that was. Wow. He like made everything in one pocket on that one. Check it out. He lost the cue ball, but what a break. Look at that. 5 balls off the break, 6 with the cue ball. Hey, Mike, why did you leave so many balls on the table? All the way to the quarter. I'm just bugging him, man. Honestly, it's my nature. Jesse Clays, how you doing? Says, how come no sound? I had walked away. You know, it has happened to me before where I actually have the mic muted and I have no idea that I have the mic muted. You're making me look at my soundboard on my screen right now just to make sure. But it's happened before, man. I don't even realize it. Usually, it happens when at the intro, at the beginning of the stream, right? Because I'm muted at the end when I'm doing my outro. Usually, at the end, I stop talking eventually, and I'll hit the mute. And then when I come back, sometimes I forget to unmute it. And it's funny, right? Because I'll spend like, I don't know, 2 minutes going off at the beginning, right? Live from the hangar, right? And I'm going in the match, and then like, ah, crap, mic's muted. I gotta do it all over again. And usually I don't do the same effort the second time around. Usually like, yeah, we're here. Enjoy the match. Never mind. Says, there you are. Yeah, here I am. Matt Zimmerman, how you doing? Jose Herrera, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido. long as it's not November 25th weekend. No, it's not going to be in November. It'll be in December. I know that much. Eddie Cox, how you doing? Leo Purcell says, you're going to keep streaming on Facebook, aren't you? Like Facebook better. Yeah, no, I'm streaming on both, right? So I can't stream on both all the time. It all depends on, you know, a few things. But at this location, when I stream from this location, I'm always going to have on both. And if I don't have the option to do it on both, then I'm going to hold it on Facebook as first option. Because I know everybody likes watching it on Facebook, you know, and I like going back and watching it on my phone when I go back home or the next day, you know, and I'll watch it on my phone on Facebook too. So I get it. Good finish there from Mike Veltour. He'll top the game at 4, but most importantly, he's on the hill and he's breaking for the match. Jalon Gadomski, how you doing? Daniel King, welcome. Floyd Slice, how you doing, man? John Bryan, Roy Weeb, welcome, guys. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. You know, it's Sunday, the Monday, the ever so dreadful Monday's around the corner, and well, I think I'm kind of dreading it too. Wait, what is it about Monday? There was something about tomorrow. I can't remember, but the wife was like, "Don't forget." I was like, "Okay, yeah, I won't." You should automatically. The minute you say to me, like, "Don't forget," I already forgot. But I remember that there was something about tomorrow, and I guess she'll just remind me. But there was something about Monday. Rack number 9. They're tied at 4. He's breaking for the match. Looking for some action. Last time he scratched. This time he's going to make the 4 in the corner, and he's going to have a chance to close the match now. A little bit of pop on that one. I got my cues here. So these guys, what time is it now? Almost 9. I got 2 more matches. This should be done by like 11:30, maybe. And I think I'm going to shoot pool for an hour before I go home. Apparently, I got to play on Tuesday for my team, and I don't know, man. I haven't really touched a cue in a few days. I want to say it's over a week since I touched a cue, but I can't remember. Been that long. Taking the stripes. No real problems here. Just needs to kind of be careful on the positional play, and that's really about it. And the choice here is kind of interesting the way it kind of worked out. He's gonna have no choice but to take that 9 ball, and it's not really what he wanted to do. But what he's gonna have to do here now is try to avoid that 14 ball and not push towards that 1, which is exactly what he did there to make sure that he didn't create any extra problems for himself. I don't think he got rewarded though. I believe he's got the 10 ball, so he's still kind of okay. He doesn't really have to shoot the 14. If he had to shoot the 14, I think it'd be in more trouble. Or maybe not. He's looking for it. Maybe this is exactly what he wanted to have. This will give him the shape for the 10 ball. Well, we drew into it. I'm not sure that was a good idea. I thought he was going to play that through. And for that reason, that's the reason I was looking at the 10 ball instead. I figured with the 10 ball, you come across, now you have the shape for the 9, you can shape up for the 11 ball. You're still in full control. You have the angle off the 11 to come back up to the middle for the 12, and well, that will give you the finish for the 13. Now from here, he's gonna have to do something different to earn it. Take a look at the side angle again. See there, he's got a shot on this 10 ball. It is available. The only problem with this, though, is that he can't really do too much other than make the shot. It's almost like you have to choose to kind of follow through here, if anything. And when you follow through, you're pushing that 11 ball towards that 8 ball and upwards. You're not going to have much to shoot on the 11 ball. You're going to be having a backhand on the 12 ball, which is going to kind of change the way you finish this table. You have to try to find a way to avoid all that. And maybe making the 13 ball might be the best option here. But I don't know if that's the best option. You know, you can make that 10 ball and kind of make that 12 and run into that 13 ball with some left hand spin to make sure that the cue ball comes on the right side of the table. He makes the shot to the corner, and he's got the 12 ball now with some angle. Take a look here at the angle that he's got to work with. Basically, when he hits it here, he can kind of draw it back here, from there go back here, and maybe come back this way, but I don't know if that'll work. For sure, though, he can, you know, hit here, and then the draw angle that he can get, probably about there. Which naturally, when you're looking at the tangent lines, you're thinking it's going to go this way, then back this way, right? Technically. All depending on how much spin you put into it, but I feel like he's going to run into the 8 ball. I just feel like the 8 ball is going to be right in the way. And he hit the 8 ball like I thought he would. And he's got a shot on the 10 ball to the side, so he's not bad. And he's got a forward angle here to be able to maybe kiss the cue ball off the 11 ball, push it closer to the left side of the table, and getting the cue ball to come straight up for the finish. A little bit of maneuvering here on this one. Focusing on the shot is one. Putting the extra spin and making the adjustment to be able to get the follow up on the 11 ball is the second variable he's got to work with here. The other option, I guess, maybe is trying to crash into it, but it's not really going to work. You want to just kiss off it a little bit and move forward. He just crashed into it. He might be settling for a bank side. And I'm not a banker, man, so I'm never going to look at shape like that. But if you are, which maybe he is, well, this might be perfect. You can see here he's got some room. It's a tight window to get past that 5 ball, though, but there is enough room for it to get past. But we're looking at a laser shot here on that one. I don't think he's seen or realized that he could have made that shot following through and just set up for the 11 ball in the top left corner once he kissed off of it. And because he didn't see that or recognize it, he's now kind of stuck in a position where he's forced to make a really tight bank for the finish. Well, he survived the moment. The tight window, he's going to hit the horn. He makes that shot, he's out, guaranteed. Shaking hands, he's happy about it. Him not making that shot, you see there at the end, he was kind of waving his cue around because he wasn't happy about it. And the reason why is because, well, this was a golden chance. He doesn't know he's going to get another golden chance in this match like that. I mean, in all reality, technically, he will have another chance no matter what in the next rack because he's breaking. But when you break in a new table, you have no idea what the results are going to be after the break, and that's where things always get interesting, right? Sometimes it's hard to close the last rack. You know, you get a good start right at the beginning, and it's happened to me a few times where racing to like 5 or 6, and you get up to a 3-0 start, right? And you're feeling like, oh yeah, I got this, and suddenly you get to the hill, and you're like, yeah, I got this for sure now, and then you can't close out. The other guy just, I don't know, everything works out his way. He starts breaking monstrous, runs you out a few times, and next thing you know, you're at Hill Hill, and you're thinking, what the heck happened, you know? Game is really fast like that. So you want to take advantage of all the opportunities when you get them. And players like Mike Latour know the price when you don't finish, and guys like Mike Delgado know when you get a chance like this, you're supposed to punish your opponent. It's kind of like almost squeezing your opponent a little bit tighter mentally, making sure that he doesn't make mistakes like that anymore. They're playing my last box, he says. Mike Delgado will win that one. 5-4. He's got a 1-game lead. Needs to win 2 more. Needs to win the next one here for him to be able to. I thought it was Mike Delgado that broke first. Do I have the wrong score? What's the score between you guys? 4-4. Okay. It's 4-4, so I had the wrong score the whole time. Jesus, Rod. All right, so now it's officially 4-4. Now we're good. I was wondering, like, why is Mike Delgado breaking now? Because he broke first, right? So technically he wouldn't break on the even racks. He would break on the odd racks. And this is rack number 9. So technically he is breaking. But I thought it was rack number 10. See, sometimes I joke around and get too caught up in it. And, you know, that happens. Durgansky, how you doing? Reese Lewis says this has been a good one. Oh yeah, for sure. These guys always have good battles too whenever they play. Dan Anderson says can't sit and watch all night again. Yeah, that was a long night last night, man. But what a great matchup, honestly. All night long, all the matches are great. That championship match was special, man. To me, it was a special one. Bryce Johnson says, you going to challenge the winner this week? Being it's still early. I tried doing that. One of them maybe might play me, like maybe Mike Valtour, if he was to win it, he might play me. But the other guys would just go home. They know better, right? Save your money, man. I'm an 800 commentator Fargo rate, okay? Don't worry about my 570. That's just when I'm being nice to people. How is Latour only racing to 5? He's pretty good, says Leo. Yeah, no, he is good, but he's a 6. He's a 6 on the A side, and Mike Delgado is a 7-1. So that means whoever he plays against, they remove one handicap or one game off their handicap. Dan Anderson says, glad you're streaming, Rod. I'll watch and listen on the drive. Thanks again. You're welcome, man. You're very welcome. More listening than watching. I guess so, yeah, if you're driving. Daphne Paul, how you doing? Bryce says, final should be a set race rather than a handicap. Yeah, maybe, right? Because, I mean, you got that far, technically, whatever, you know, but a part of it is that those guys get that far because of the handicap, right? They take advantage of their handicap and they get further. Juan Sanchez, how you doing? Bienvenido. Joe Cave, welcome. Frank Berg, another one of our good players here in Manitoba. Patty Wesco, welcome to the stream. Ron Hansen, how you doing? Jeremy Hansen, another player that was playing in the King of the Hill last night. Jeremy Hansen wants to know, has Mike Latour won this tournament? I want to say that he's won it for sure once, maybe twice. And he's finished second. I'm going to say like 4 times he's finished second. I could be wrong. I could be exaggerating, but I feel like it. I feel like it's around that. Challenge will probably have all the record of it, though. Derwin Hastings, how you doing? Says Derwin from NW and DAC. Miss all Northwest and DAC, like Dakota. Is that what you mean, North Dakota? Miss all the Canadian pool shooters. Rod, you're doing an outstanding job with your commentary. Thank you to everyone. I appreciate it, man. I try to be consistent too, right? I don't know. It's I'm not always consistent. There's days where I have my moments, you know. But I try to be consistent and try to be educational and teach you guys some of the stuff that I know, except for the J Rack. I know I left a lot of people kind of puzzled on that one last stream, man. They're all talking about the J Rack. What's the J Rack? Oh, you wish you knew. I will never tell. You know what? Maybe one day I'm going to write a book about my journey through streaming. And in that book, I'm going to include the conversation of the J Rack with a picture of the J Rack. That's the only way you guys are going to be able to find out. You're going to have to buy my book, man. And I'm going to make the price of the book like $1,000. I don't know. Because I don't want everybody to have the J Rack. It's illegal. Don't do it. I can already see the future, man. You know, like guy coming out of the tournament all upset because he lost in the final. What happened, bro? What happened, man? Oh man, this guy, every table he broke, it was like the perfect break. Everything wide open. He could run everything out every single time. Then the other guy's gonna be like, "Oh my god, he J-racked you?" And the guy's gonna be like, "Yeah, man. You know the J-rack?" Like, "Yeah, I know the J-rack." "Oh, you guys watch Q Sports Live?" That's the only place you're gonna hear about the J-rack, man. But I ain't gonna show you. Unless you buy my book. The book may be like, I don't know, 100 pages long, 99 of the pages blank. One of them will have the picture of the J-rack. It'd be like the greatest book in the world because there's like no content to it except for a picture. 100 pages of one picture. And every person that bought the book will think it was the greatest book they ever bought. And everybody will be puzzled like, how the hell does this guy sell a picture as a book? I can do it, man. I got the power, I tell you. All right, let's get focused here because this is the A-side final after all. These guys deserve a little bit of respect. So let's do it. Looks like Mr. Mike Delgado will get a chance at this table now. And, well, he's evened up right now on the score, but his opponent's on the hill. And I wouldn't necessarily say that he's under pressure, but I will say that it could get there real fast if he doesn't control the cue ball well on this rack. And if he gives up a turn on the table, well, it's all out of his hands at that point. So he knows this opportunity is important. Gotta take advantage of it. I got a little bit too far. He's taking a look to see if the 7 won't go past. Looks like it might. Nice little nudge into the 3 and 6 to open him up a little bit. It was absolutely necessary for him to be able to open that up because otherwise he wasn't going to be able to finish this table. But now he's got a real chance to finish this table. He'll just shape up for the 3 ball here. Gently off the rail, and there's the shape for the 3. Now you can see from this angle, he's got a couple of options. That's the 4 ball that's sitting right below that, or right above that 15 on our screen right now. So he can actually get that cue ball to stun over and get it shaped for the 4 ball if he wants to. I think he was trying to run to that 15 ball to hold the shape on that 4 ball with some angle. And because he missed that 15 ball, he's ended up a little funny on this table now. Not sure if he's going to be able to solve the puzzle on this one, though. I mean, he can with a really good shot. But Might require a couple of good shots now that he's lost position with the cue ball. He's taking a look at his options. You can see that he's got an option here to make that 6 ball, but it's a stretch shot for him. May not feel comfortable doing it. And the result from it is he's going to kind of go towards either around that 14 or into that 14, and just barely around that 14. Which, if he wants to kind of play shape for the finisher, he would have to go around the 14 perfectly for 2 rails to make that 2 ball in the bottom left corner, which will allow him to get back for that 4 ball after that. It's kind of the only shot he really has here. I don't think the 2 ball is going to help him much. But the 6 ball kind of does. And even if he runs into that 14 ball, he still has a chance to finish with that 2 ball, so it ain't too bad. Well, he hits that 14 ball, and he ends up losing a little bit of control on the cue ball. Puts him in a weird spot here for the 2. I don't know if it goes on the side. It looks like it maybe goes past that 8 ball, but I don't think it does. He's calling it there, so it must. And if it does, he's going to have to play this with some pace. He needs the cue ball to go off the top rail and back down to be able to get shape for the 4 ball. He can't slow roll this, I don't think, to be able to hold the shape for the 4. If he tries to, he might get hooked behind that 15. We'll see how he plays it, though. Trying to play safe, and he's going to come up short. Great idea, though. He was trying to use that 8 ball as a blocker, and he almost played the perfect safety, man. Had he hit that, honestly, that to me, that would have been the highlight of the day right there. Because with one little move, he would have taken advantage of that table. But instead, he's giving Mike Vautour a chance to be able to close out now. An easy shot to start with, and only 4 balls left on the table, and that includes the 8 ball. 15 ball is going to be the ball that presents a bit of a challenge, though. And that's what he's going to have to try to figure out. How to get onto that. I don't think he can just break it up, but maybe if he's got the right angle, he can run into it, and that'll be sufficient. Gonna make the shot on the 14, which never really was gonna be an issue. What is the shape here on the shot for the side? I don't think you can do much with this 10 ball, to be honest. You might have to just settle for shooting forward and trying to get close to the rail and just settling for a hard cut. Yeah, if he can bank this 15 bank side, if he's good and comfortable with that, to me that works for sure. That's the finish, without a doubt. But for me, like, I'm not that kind of player. Like I said, I don't trust the banks yet. I'm still in the process of learning them. Kind of weird, man, because when I first started playing pool, like, I can make you bank from anywhere. I just knew it. I just seen it all the time, right? And ever since then, as I've developed my game and become a better player, well, I lost touch of those things that mattered on how I seen the banks back in those days. And now I can't kind of find it. I mean, every now and then I see them naturally, and that's the times that I make them. But I'm trying to learn. He was trying to get right to the rail so he could have the cut shot on the 15 ball. And he ends up rolling up the cue ball to sit right on top of the 8 ball. This is going to be a very uncomfortable shot. And even if he makes the shot, which is going to be difficult to start with, he has no control on the cue ball. Best case scenario here is for him to actually run into that 2 ball from there. But if he doesn't, there's a small chance he might end up behind that 2 ball, depending how he plays it. And if he plays it with lots of power, if he doesn't hit that 2 ball, there's no guarantee he's going to get shape on the 8 ball. And if he does hit that 2 ball, there's no guarantee that the cue ball is going to end up in a good spot for the 8 ball either. So this one is definitely a bit of a challenge with a little bit of a Hail Mary behind it, I guess. You're looking for a result. A difficult situation. And you kind of have to jack up here too because of the 8 ball where it is. If you're comfortable banking, maybe you go for a long bank corner. That might be a good option also. But What you can see here, the possibility of the long bank corner is good. Possibility of being hooked after that is a possibility still, though, because the tangent line is taking you just past that 2 well if you bank this. And what you're trying to avoid if you're going that way is trying to avoid to hit that rail and end up behind that 2, between the 2 and the 4. Given that you'd have to hit that pretty soft to do that, I feel like this is going to be a powerful shot with a lot of speed. Technically, if anything, you might be trying to get to this 8 ball for that right side middle pocket, which, as you can see here, that was the attempt that he was going for. He might have had the finish there. I don't know. He missed the shot. Take a look to see how close it was. Came up short by about an inch or 2. And had he hit that properly, I think he definitely would have found the finish on that 8 ball. He kind of got lucky though on the lead, as you can see here on this screen. He's not really left Mike Delgado much to shoot at, except for maybe a jump combo, which I don't really know if you want to take that on. Kickbank's another option if you want to go that way. And of course, there's a possibility of a safety as long as you hit that 4 ball first. What she's going to do, and not bad. Not bad. I don't know if he can cut this, but if he can, that's the one that I'm going for. Looks like he's going to hit that horn and maybe just grace that 8 ball or that cue ball if he makes that 15 to the bottom left corner. I know you're probably thinking a kick shot from the left to the right here in the middle of the table, and that could be a good option also. But I feel like it's a lower percentage chance than having an actual cut to the pocket from here like he does. Precision is going to be key on this shot, and a little bit of luck is what's going to be necessary for him to be able to finish. What a nice shot that was. That was a beauty. And he's left himself on this one here for the bank. After with some authority. Looking to get the finish here. Making sure he's got it. Let's take a look at the side view here. It looks like he's got it. Taking his time to work it out. Take a look at this replay real quick. This was a beautiful cut, man. And he just graced that 8 ball in a perfect way almost. Just came up short on it. That leads us to this shot, which I believe he called a bank, but now it looks like he's trying to cut it. Oh, he's banking it. He's banking it. And oh no, it's going to stay up. Oh man, he's going to give up that rack to Mike Delgado. He's frustrated on that one, man. He felt like he had that one. He felt like he had that one for sure. This was a nice cut. He deserved to finish there. Mike Delgado will take it. He takes the lead in the match, 5-4. He needs to win 2 now. But technically, he just needs to win 1 more so he can get on the hill and force this to the final game. Can he do it? Time will tell. It is Mike Batour's break right now, and he's looking to try to close out on this break. Looking for something big, looking for a nice setup, and hopefully a finish. The Battle of Mike is down. It is going down right now, full action. 1 more game from Mike Delgado, and we can maybe see a hill-hill matchup, which is juicy. I'd like to see that happen down in this table right now. Last match, we didn't really get to see most of it. This one, we've been able to catch it all. It's been a pretty good one so far. CJ Farnham, how you doing? Says Rod the Bod. How you doing, CJ? Karen Skelly Dotson says Mike V is overthinking. And I think he is. Like, he took that moment there a little bit too long on that 8 ball. He should have just been a little bit more instinctive and more natural. And look at this. He's going to follow that up with a dry break. And, you know, you got to feel a little bit overwhelmed now because you're starting to feel like, you know, there's something funny going on here. This match should have been over already. And, well, instead, you got Mike Delgado looking at a chance to be able to tie up the game. And even though you're saying, what? It's like it's 5-4, man. How's he going to tie up the game? Well, what I mean by that is it's going to go hill. Jordan Berg, how you doing? Mike Frechette, welcome back. Matt Zimmerman says, speaking of books, you should check out Running the Table, Rod. Was a good book. Who wrote it? Matt Zimmerman. Who wrote that book? Running the Table. Sounds like a good match. Mine's going to be called 101 Ways to Come Up Dry. Or the 99 Ways to Come Up Dry. I think maybe that's better. 99 Ways to Come Up Dry. Josh Bellick, how you doing? Zapar Ali Alkaze, welcome to the stream. Tallman, how you doing? Welcome. Is it Angelo? Rama, welcome to the stream. How you doing, Hazel? Frank Doherty, welcome. Todd Ricker, how you doing? Welcome back. Gary McKenzie, welcome to the stream. Bryce Johnson says, I understand he's frustrated, but still, don't need to finish the game like that. He can get like that sometimes, a little bit overwhelmed, when things don't go right, and I don't know. It's caused controversies both ways when he does it and when he doesn't do it. There was one time when he didn't do it, and everybody thought he did it, and he didn't. Because he's always doing it, right? And I'm talking about like when he swipes the table and just kind of says, okay, whatever, you need to shoot, it's over. And I think it's more or less just his own mental barriers, right? Which he's going to have to eventually kind of face and overcome if he wants to grow further along in the game. He's a really good player, man. And mentality can be maybe the only flaw that he's got. Not that he doesn't know how to come back and win, but I'm talking about those frustrating moments when he gets overwhelmed and he swipes the ball on the table. It's moments like that are robbing him more or less from being able to overcome the obstacles that he's kind of given into. Those mental obstacles I'm talking about. Got to get control there for the 9 ball. He's going to come up short. He still has a shot on the 15 ball with an angle to be able to set him up for the 9 ball. It was not too bad. You can see there from that angle, from the camera angle, he can just play this naturally and end up perfect for the 9. Had to touch a little right-hand spin. He's going to end up almost straight on it. But that's good. He's just played it natural right through. He's got the perfect angle here on the 9. And he's just taking a look to see what else he wants to do. It's important to plan this out. I feel like he's got to address this 11 ball before he addresses the 12 ball, but because that 6 ball sitting so close to that 12, he might be thinking about going for that 12 ball first. And I don't see anything wrong with that, really, because there is room for him to get back up table for that 11 ball from the 12. But the problem is that the 11 ball technically only goes to the side pocket right now. Either side, but only to the side pocket. And so for that reason, you kind of almost feel like you have to deal with it sooner than later. Because it's not sitting over the pocket, it's sitting away from the side pocket. Meaning that you have to get better position to be able to finish the table here. He's taking a look at his options. I like this. So he's thinking about maybe trying to draw off the 11 ball down table, then off the bottom rail back to the left side to get that finish on that 12. And I like that. I think that's a lot better than playing the 12 ball after this. Uh-oh. He's gone a little bit more aggressive here. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He's going to come up way short on the 12 and going to come up really short on this 11 ball. Not sure what he's going to do here, but he's going to have to pass up the table. He thinks he can back cut this 11 ball to the side. He might be right. Looks like it's a really thin cut, though. It was a really thin cut. It was so thin that he missed the 11 ball, and that's going to be a ball in hand for Mike Patour. He's going to get a chance now to close out this table with a ball in hand. This is a really, really good opportunity for him, but he's got to start off with that 6 ball. And that kind of, I don't know, it's kind of something that doesn't really help him, but, he can make it work, I guess. And the reason why I say that is because he's limited to only one pocket, and he can only work the angles off that one angle that he's got to make it in. The only thing that kind of helps him here is that it's a ball in hand, so he can choose to change the angle manually with ball in hand. Kevin Quigley, how you doing? It's a story about Kid Delicious, says Matt Zimmerman. Truth be told, I listened to the audio version. Yeah, well, that's the new day and age, right? Everybody's trying to do audiobooks, man. It's just easier, just you gotta go drive everywhere, do all sorts of stuff, slap in an audio tape, and you can learn while you're doing that, or relax while you're doing whatever your niche is. Some people get learning things on audio, and other people get stories and whatnot, books, novellas for those Spanish ladies and men. I don't really think Spanish men really watch novellas though, but I guess when you grow up with your mom, you have to. With the soap operas, by the way, if you're thinking, what the heck's a novella? It's Spanish soap opera. Okay, that's the name of the guy that wrote it, L. John Wertheim. Wertheim. I screen cap both the name of the book and the author. That way I don't forget. Michael Grimes, how you doing? Doug Carr, welcome. Albert Rat, how you doing, man? Welcome back. Clark Hayes, what's up, man? How you doing today? Jerry Penner, welcome. Makes the shot for the finish. 5-5, the final score. Mike Vautour will win the match. And that's going to bring us to our B-side final matchup. Mike Delgado versus Derek Gledhill. They're going to get going right now. Derek Gledhill. And I believe he would have been a 5 on the B side, but because Mike is a 7 minus 1, it should just be 7. Hang on. Hey, Mike. Is it 7 or 7 minus? Is it 7 or? So, yeah, because he's a 5 normally. I'm asking. Or do you 7 on the. Yeah, I got it. Okay. 7-5 is a race. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, scoreboard's been updated. Rack number 1 of the B-side final. He's going to scratch off the break. And Mike Delgado will get the strike first. I got to update the scoreboard here on Challenge real quick. I'm going to do that right now. That was 5-5 with Mike Vautour winning. And now there's a chance that maybe Mike Vautour might end up splitting here in the final. I don't know. It all depends on how late it goes and, you know, what he's got in his mind. But because he won it, he's not shy to split. Silver, Ladrier, how you doing? Ward Homan, welcome to the stream. Albert Rat says, hi, Rod Arriagada. Be back soon once I get my wheels, man. Yeah, get on down here. Get on down here for sure. Are you playing again? Albert, I haven't seen you around in a while, man. I know you were having a little bit of a health issue for a while, but I also know you've been recovering and doing better. Are you back to the tables yet? Shot to the corner is good. Can open up the table a little bit more now. The 10 ball is still a bit of a problem, leading right next to the 5. You don't have to solve that issue. Everything else actually looks good on this table, though. Jose Rey, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido. Welcome. Michael Boone, welcome back. Everyone on YouTube, welcome to the stream, by the way, if I haven't welcomed you. Those of you that are on Facebook, if you haven't been on YouTube yet, to go check out the channel and subscribe to the channel. Get on down there and subscribe to the channel, man. Help me out. I got to get 1,000 subscribers, and I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit more hopeful. I was trying to get to 100 today. I was told that I'm at 74. I don't know where I'm at now, but I was told I was 74 a little while ago. So I was only 26 away from getting to 100. And that's 10% what I need to get to. Not bad if I can do that in 2 days. It's up to you guys, though. I can't force you to subscribe, but I will if I have to. Don't let me find your address, man, because I'll show up at your house with a tablet saying, look, hit the subscription like this. I'm not that aggressive. I should be, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'm enough of a go-getter, you know, but maybe I'm not. Well, he's trying to solve the puzzle here. That 10 ball is still the problem. If he can get onto it after he makes his 13 ball, that could be good. But the problem is that 1 is kind of blocking position on that 12. And that can't be the problem here. We have to find the finish. Unless he can make the 12 right now. He can't. But he can make this 12 to the bottom right corner. I love this shot here. This is really smart, really creative. He had a little bit of a window here past the 3 ball. He's going to use that window and the angle on the cue ball that he created here on the 12 to be able to get that cue ball that's done over to the left side to get that 10 ball straight up to the bottom left corner. I love the idea here on this one. Keeping it simple, stupid, using natural angles. The one thing that he came up short on this one, though, is that he needed to crash into that 6 ball at the very least just to be able to get that finish the way he was looking. Now I'm not sure he can still get this finish. Oh, yeah, he's good. He's not going to scratch in the side pocket, but he's going to have a tough time controlling the cue ball for the 8 ball here. And he's kind of more or less left at the mercy of whatever happens off the cue ball, off the horn when the cue ball hits the horn. Woo! Nice shot. And what did he get? He's got an attempt to the bottom right corner. Kid tries to walk by, and then he realized, wait a minute, there's a guy with a headset over here and a couple of cameras. Maybe I should turn around. Good thinking, kid. Good thinking. And he's going to get on the scoreboard first on this one. 1-0. Nothing crazy or exciting, man. But the way he hit that horn, it was just like, complete e-brake. So many ways I could have maybe bounced, but it worked out perfectly. Peter Adams says anger must be tempered because it's a form of intimidation. I guess it sort of is, yeah. It kind of technically is. I don't know. I guess you can get worked up by it and feel like, yeah, you know, whatever, you're intimidating me. To me, I just feel like when our opponent is mad and frustrated, I don't really care. You know, to me, it's like I see that as an opportunity to kind of just play a little bit better and just push him over the edge a little bit more. As long as he's not pulling a knife and trying to stab me after I beat him, we're good. You pushed me over the edge, man. I wasn't trying, man. Put the knife away. I used to be a bouncer though, so I'm not scared of that. Right? In case if any of you guys get that crazy idea, like, yeah, I'm gonna try that out. That was funny. I want to see how funny it is if it really happens. Don't want to find out the counter to that one. I was trained by some of the finest, you know. I'm not as tough as I am a pool player as I am a security guard. I'll put it that way. Albert Ross says, I'm just waiting to get the okay from the doctor, and then he'll get the okay to return. Right on, man. I'd like to see you coming back to play, honestly. I know how much you love the game. I remember watching you play over the years here, you know, going to all the tournaments, participating all the time, competing for the top spots when you were coming out to play. I know you love the game, man. And I feel you know, I've been there. I've had to slow my game down. You know, I used to play every day, 5 to 8 hours a day. Now I'm playing like once a week, once every 2 weeks. It's not enough, but you know, I'm just happy to have the chance, which I'm sure that's all you want too. Well, he snugged up against the 9 ball, and he's looking to see if there's any kind of a gap that he can work with, but I don't think so, man. I don't think so, bro. Go up there. What you got? What you got? What you got? Looks like he's frozen now. Oh, yeah. But he's got the 15, so he ain't that bad. He just didn't want to take that ball there. And now he should be trying to maybe take this 13 ball to set up an angle on the 11 ball to open up the 14 ball. Because that's the real problem that he's got on this table is just the 14. And with the right breakout angle on that 11 ball, he can easily set up for the 9 ball with an escape shot. All he's got to do here is just try to crash into the 7 ball and the 14. And I feel like maybe you got to crash into the 7 ball more than the 14, to be honest. You kind of want to hit this a little bit firm so you get that 7 ball to bounce into that 14, into the rail, off the 3, and open up a little bit to the pocket where you're shooting the 11 ball. He tried to do it, it just wasn't there. But he did get a nice little bounce here for the 9 ball. He's got another chance here to be able to, excuse me, he's got another chance here to be able to break out the 14. Sorry, I got to have a sip of water here. Yeah, that's a little better. I felt like I was losing my voice, man. Like, you ever have those dreams every now and then? You know, those scary dreams where like you want to scream in your dream and you can't scream. It was like a lot. It was kind of like that. I don't really remember those kind of dreams because I haven't had those since I was a kid, really. But I do remember that feeling of not being able to scream and thinking, man, like, come on, you guys, wake up. The killer's in the house. Yeah, horrible dreams to have. But that's what was going on there. I felt like I was losing my voice. Like, oh my god, I gotta finish the message. Well, not the easiest starting point, but he's got one. Literally, got the one. Looks like he might have a little bit of a stun angle here on the 1 ball to be able to go up table for the 4. Gonna play the 5 ball instead though. That ain't too bad actually. I don't mind that. If he can make the shot, not a hard shot to take on from that distance. The angle kind of works to be able to set up for the 4 ball. But if you don't get a good shot on the 4 ball, then that's where a problem may come in. I guess the 5 ball's available though, so it's not too bad. But originally I was looking at this 1 ball, the one that he's looking at now, and I feel like that was the option to go with. Especially because he's set up for that 4 ball, which kind of more or less solves the whole table for you there. That's a good shot. I was thinking of playing it naturally through, but playing it off the rail with some spin, that was good. Take a look to see what kind of angle he's got here on this four, and it ain't pretty, but it's workable. Trying not to be able to follow through, just gently to be able to come up for the 5 ball, or to set up for that 2 ball. Looks like he's gone too far for the 2 ball, and he was looking that way as if he was actually trying to get onto the 2 ball, and now he's going to have to settle for this 5 ball. Because he missed that 2 ball, he's going to have to still play that back and forth, but it'll be a little bit harder now to get that finish. It all comes down to how he gets off this 5 here to get onto that 2 or 3. Oh, he's going to save that. Instead, he's going to play the 7 ball to get across to the left side of the table. And that makes it a little bit simpler for sure. I don't know if I was even looking at that option or that possibility. Up, bro. Yeah. Oh, did he? Well, you know why? Because I thought he was up 5-4 at one point, and then it was 4-4. I was like, why? Like, what happened? He never had that lead, no. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just don't let him use coins. He's that you run out, yeah. That's how he is, eh? Yeah. He's funny, man. Yeah. Oh, for sure. I agree, for sure. Well, I guess I should get some food soon, man. It's getting late. Not really. I mean, it's only 9:45, but no. Last night was a weird night too because it felt like it was not that late, and then suddenly it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, she's here already. Oh, you're gonna have to buy her a meal and a drink. Keep her happy. Go ask it. Go ask how much the payout is and buy her some more. Yeah. Yeah, see, I was saying, there's a small chance that Mike Latour might want to split because he won the A side, and his girlfriend has showed up here, and looks like she's saying, "Come on, baby, we gotta go home now. Time to put away your pool sticks and call it a night." And he's like, "But I gotta play the championship match." No, 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 it's time to go home now. It's not like that. Oh, what a shot! Oh man, what an attempt! Jesus, that was gonna be it. That was gonna be it. He made me drop everything on that one. It's like, oh my god, this is the one. He delivered. Then he hit the horn. Damn it. Is this gonna be the first time I don't get a highlight of the day? Well, no. I think there's been like 2 other weeks where I didn't really get a highlight of the day, and it's kind of weird because you're thinking like, how can you not get a nice highlight for the day? But there's certain aspects or qualifications required for you to be able to get your highlight on the highlight of the day. And sometimes the highlights just haven't met the standard. And that's your guys' fault. I'm sorry I got standards, man. I'm picky. But most of the standard has to do with that. It has to be a really good shot. First of all, if the shot is exciting enough, where, it makes me scream off the top of my lung, then, yeah, we're good. We're in. if the shot is exciting and you get a beautiful finish out of it, you're in for sure. And if you make a shot that, not only was it an exciting shot, not only did it help you get the finish, but it got you out of an impossible situation to be able to get the finish, well, you're going to see that highlight like 5 times that day. I'll be talking about it for the next couple of weeks. I might even show it again. I'm not saying you got to come out here and be a tryhard, but I'm just saying you got to try a little, man. I'm kidding. Just come out here and play your best game. That's all we ask for, guys. No pressure. If you make the highlight of the day, that's a bonus, man. If you don't, all right. It's all right. You're still welcome to come play. This may not put you on the TV table more often. I'm kidding. I've never really done that. I try not to play favorites or anything like that when it comes to streaming. I just try to put everybody on. Last night I had one of those moments in the tournament where like I kind of felt bad because I kind of got put in one of those situations. And the reason why I was like, okay, guys, what do you guys want to see for the next match? It was a semifinal match of the King of the Hill, and everybody wanted to watch Jeff Clare, Johnny Baptiste play. And the other matchup was Larry Hunter and Jeremy Hansen, which honestly, their battle was an epic battle. But so was the one that everybody wanted to watch. So everybody's like, yeah, I want to watch. And I'm thinking, well, Johnny's already been on the stream. Jeff's already been on the stream. And, well, both Larry or Jeremy hadn't been on the stream at all, right? So I was like, no, I'm going to put these guys on the stream. But then I asked everyone, and everybody said they wanted to watch the other match. So I was like, okay, well, you forced my hand, and I have to do it. But I usually don't try to play favorites or anything like that. And doesn't matter. I mean, you can put somebody on the stream that doesn't like me, for example, and I'll still be professional about my job. Everything that I do is about the journey of trying to grow the game and trying to, do more for the future. I don't know, man. That's all that really matters to me. Having the opportunity to enjoy the ride like I am so far through promoting the game like I have, well, to me, that's just the bonus of my work. And I truly, honestly, I love the moments that we have when we get those highlights of the day. It's beautiful highlights all the time. I'll show you guys the highlight of the day coming up after this track, maybe. From yesterday from the King of the Hill. It was a beautiful double bank side shot from Johnny Baptiste. It was one of those things where like he could have done a couple different things in that situation, and the bank was obviously the last option for me because I'm not much of a banker. But for him, he went straight to the double bank, and I'm thinking, wow, like he pulled out that one, and he made it. You'll see it after this. You shall see. I will show you. Cue ball control required here for the one ball. He's going to hit that perfect on the mark. 4 ball only goes to the side pocket, technically. So he's got to make this one. Got to get the shot on the 4 ball where he can kind of draw back here for the 8 ball. Because the 8 ball kind of only goes to the one pocket right now. Oh, he's going to play through. I'm surprised he did, though. A little risky, but he controlled the cue ball perfectly. Killed the speed off the rail. Controlled the angle to make sure that it wasn't too crazy. And he's got a nice little shot here to the corner with a draw angle to be able to get perfect for the 8 ball. He's just going to have to punch it a little bit with about a medium stroke or maybe slightly less than medium stroke. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Close, man. That was close. And he's in a, I don't know, he's on a bit of a roll here. 3 games to 0. And he's breaking next in rack number 4. I'm going to excuse myself real quick. Maybe. Hang on, I got to catch up on the comments. Dave Jeffrey, how you doing? Welcome. Helen Lalashu, welcome back. Osvaldo Pagan Sharon, welcome to the stream. Bienvenido. Bruce Jensen says that was a nice out. That was from a little bit earlier. Albert Rass says, I'm planning to open a pool hall in Pegwis as Active Pool League will be supporting me. Trying to get it set up for the spring 2023. We'll see. Good for you, man. You need to do those kind of things, right? We need to do more organization stuff and trying to grow the game in areas like that where, you know, maybe league is not around or maybe they don't have the tournament so much, you know, stuff like that. Rona O'Toole Sutherland, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Abdullah Albaradi. I don't know how you say your last name, but welcome. Hannah Moser, welcome. Shira Khan, welcome to the stream. Terrence Olson, what's up? You know. What, y'all gonna split? I'm gonna go. And these guys are okay with it? You talked to both of them? Oh, okay. All right. Well, this will be the last match of the night, guys. We're coming down to the end here. It is the last match. Mike Vatour is going to split. His wife came to pick him up, or his girlfriend came to pick him up. And you know how that goes. You either listen or you sleep on the couch, man. I don't know. It's Sunday. You know, Mondays are tough enough. I don't think you want to wake up on the couch on a Monday morning. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe for you, that was a good weekend. I know who didn't sleep on the couch last night. That was Jeff Clare. Because he was a champion. Champions don't sleep on the couch. Or do they? I don't know. I've been a champion. I'm fairly sure I've gotten on the couch a couple times in my life. All in good fun, though, guys. I'm only kidding. Most of us are lucky to have women that are good, that don't make our lives difficult. Well, there's a pattern at the table that needs to be solved, and he's kind of stuck between the 3 and the 1. I feel like if he can make the 1 and follow it up, he can deal with that 4 and 7. And that should be able to help him out to get onto that 2 ball. So he's going to come up a little bit short, perhaps. Well, he's got that 2 ball still, but I don't know. I guess he could always come back for that 7 ball. There's enough room between that 4 and 7 for him to shape up from the 3 to the 7. He's going to let up on this one a little bit. He's going to come up short. And now Derek will finally get a chance on the table here to be able to get on the scoreboard. 5 balls remaining plus the 8 ball. Got to be careful here. He's thinking about coming off the 2 rails right by that 3. If he hits it, no, it looks like he's trying to stun it just past that 4 ball. No, he did go past that 3 ball. I thought that was going to be a little bit dangerous there, but he pulled it off. He's all right. Good pace on that one. Shape on the 14 is good. He's got a shot on the 15 if he wants to take it. Taking the 15 can also push the 5 ball out of the way to open up that 10 ball. That's the 14 that's sitting on top. I don't know if I called it a 10 or not. But that's exactly what he did. He's opened up the possibility here for the 10 ball next. And he can just finish off on the 14, which he's going to have to do, really. You don't want to play shape on the 14 to the 10 here. It's so much better to go from the 10 to the 14. And it is the right way to finish it. Just in case if you're a little crazy and thinking, well, I would have taken that 14 first. Don't do it, man. And here he's going to have to maybe come off a couple of rails and set up for this 8 ball in the bottom right corner. Didn't mean to hit that 4 ball. He was supposed to come off the left cushion just below that 3. That was going to give him the shot on the 8 ball. He still has the shot on the 8 ball, but it's a little bit harder. Definitely a little bit more challenging not what he was expecting. Sometimes that can be enough to throw a player off, but sometimes it doesn't matter. And looks like he made an adjustment just before he shot that. He's going to miss the 8 ball. And now Mike's going to get a chance to get a 4th game under his belt. And that's a huge break for him, man, because it could have been a 3-1 game. Instead, he's going to have a chance to get up 4 games now and have not full control, but a lot of control in the match as far as the mental pressure side of things goes. Could have left that there for a combo if he wanted to, but I don't think it was a good idea. He didn't think it was a good idea either, so he got it out of the way. You want to get for the 5 ball here so you can finish off on the 3. And the only reason why is just makes it easier for the finish on the 8 ball. Might play off 1, could play off 2 here, maybe even 3 with a short rail on the 3rd one. He's going to play hard off the 3rd rail and play the angle. I like that. I think if you play short, you were risking to get hooked. By playing it through a little bit harder, he guaranteed himself not to get hooked, to have a shot to follow up with, and most importantly, to have the chance to be able to finish the rack, which is, of course, the #1 goal when we're playing at the table. Oh no, and then he missed the 8 ball. Oh no. And he's not happy about that one, but it is what it is. Derek will take it. He's on the scoreboard. That's all that matters. And Mike Witter's going around doing some high fives, and he's kind of getting ready to leave. Splitting 1st and 2nd this week. Mark Aguan, how you doing, man? I haven't seen your name in forever. Hello from the island of Guam. Welcome to the stream. Lots of love for the people from Guam. You guys always tune in to watch the streams. I appreciate it, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Gilbert Cadizales, welcome to the stream. David Atkins, what's up, man? Peter Adams says it's coming. No area left out. John Blake, welcome to the stream. Robert Nadella, welcome to the stream. Not sure what happened. I think you have to take a bathroom break. Halfway point break. Maybe one of those quick wash your face kind of breaks. You know what? I'm going to play a commercial real quick while I go and try to order some food because I'm hungry, man. I'll be back. Check out this commercial. This is Rambo Miller. If you guys are looking for some online guitar lessons, make sure to contact him. His email will be here on the commercial. You can check it out, rewind it, write it down. You're not going to regret going to this guy as an instructor. Check out his music. He's really good. I'll be right back.
What's up, everyone? My name's Rambo. I give private guitar lessons online, beginner to expert level. I teach technique, rhythm, theory, and songwriting, and I can help you learn almost any style you'd like. I'm taking in new students of all skill levels, so click the link below if you want to take your skills to the next level. Don't forget to follow along for more. Keep practicing, studying, and training, and rock on.
Oh no, I had this on loop, didn't I? Sorry guys, my bad. I was like, yeah, check out this commercial. It's been playing for like 10 minutes. My bad, I apologize. I gotta fix that right now. I don't usually have it on loop. Yeah, it's on loop. And then, I was thinking I should check to see if it's on loop. My bad. Probably lost some people there right away. Like, oh my god, this guy, that commercial guy. I'm really not. I promise. I'm not that spam dude. If you add me on Facebook, I'm not gonna be like, yo, buy my sneakers. It's kind of funny because I have people that do that to me. I'll see like so and so wants to add you. Like, all right, so I'll add them, right? And then suddenly it's like, hey, buy my sneakers, man. Raffle this, raffle that. Play my bingo. Spammers. They're a special breed. Peter Adams likes the commercial. Yeah, and he's a really, really, really gifted guitar player, as you guys can see in that commercial. As you almost seen twice. Maybe you did see twice. Maybe that was the third time playing. I don't know. Some people are like, oh my god, traumatized. Other people are like, I gotta call that guy today. You really sold me that third time around. Enough room here for the tuba to get by, no problem. He's not in the proper angle though, because he's gonna get a little straighter on this one ball that he wanted to be. He might actually have to settle for this one ball in the left corner as a finish with a drawback for the 8. I don't know if he's looking at that option yet, but yeah, there it is. He's gonna go walk around, take a look. He's not taking a look. He's gonna settle for this one to the side. I don't know. I feel like he can just stand up here for the one ball in the bottom left corner. Well, he still has the side, so that's not a problem. He could take the corner also, but it's not really going to help him, I don't think. But now that it's funny because I think he's looking at the shot right now. He's thinking to himself, maybe I could have just played this shape to the corner. And had he realized that he had that option, he would have played this a little bit heavier and got a little straighter for the drawback on the 8. Now I feel like he's going to have to really earn this 8 ball. He needs to try to avoid everything at the bottom of the table while he comes back up for the 8 ball. Unless he draws it off the cushion here. Yeah, no, he's going to try to avoid everything and go back up for the 8 ball. And he's done really good there. Cue ball control wasn't too bad. He's lost a little bit of the speed there. He wanted to come up a little bit shorter so he was straighter on the 8 ball. And he still has the shot on the 8 ball. Not there. What the problem may be, though, is how he comes off that 8 ball with that cue ball. I think he should be okay, though. I think he can make it and hit that 9 ball, no problem. And I think even then, he's not going to scratch. But if you try to avoid that 9 ball, there's a possibility that you maybe find that tangent line to the bottom left corner, which you don't really want to do, obviously. Does it go to the bottom right corner? Because that's a different way. No, goes to the side. That was a beautiful shot. He played that one well and did good to avoid the scratch. Nice little stroke on that one. Got his 4th game under his belt now. Needs to win 3 more. Rick Adams, how you doing? Dave Blacklaw, welcome to the stream. One of the players here today. It was nice to see you and Curtis out. I haven't seen you guys in a long time. Rack number 6. Michael got out the break, leading by 3. That cue ball was trying to scratch, but it does not scratch, and he makes a couple of balls off the break. Cue ball is not quite in the center, but it's in a decent point to start with. And we'll see if he can take advantage of it. really nice break on this one. Mashed it. It looked like that cue ball was going to scratch. It looked like it was guaranteed scratch, and nope. Instead, it came out clean, and he's got an opportunity to be able to win another game here if he can solve the puzzle. Looking to maybe combo that 15 into the 6 to open up the 5 ball and the 1. I like the idea here of that one. And it's going to work out, and it kind of did, and it kind of didn't. He's opened them up anyway, and there is a possibility of a combo, but he didn't open them up in the way that he was expecting to open them up. And that is the reason why he slammed this chalk like he did on the table. He's going to open up that 7 ball next. Oh, he went after the 5 ball for the opening. God. And he opened up that table perfectly with that one, man. That was a splendid shot. Simple, lots of juice, lots of power. Look at that. What a shot. I don't know if that's highlight of the day worthy. I feel like, it was a really nice shot, but you could have done better. I'm kidding. No, it could have been, maybe on a finish or something like that. I mean, he's got the finish because of it. So technically, it sort of is. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that was shot of the day worthy? I don't have one yet. I don't want to sound like I'm feeling a little desperate here, but this is the last match. Oh, and I was going to show you guys the King of the Hill winner. I forgot about that. I'll do that after this one. Yeah, that shot was key. It really gave him the finish there when he opened up that 5 and 1 like he did. Without him doing that shot specifically at that moment, that table was not going to be a finishable table. Or maybe it was if he found a different angle to get in there. But the fact that he used that first angle that he found, and he made it work so beautifully, makes me feel like it was a good enough shot. But I don't know. Kind of a hard critic, 5-1. He's got a 4-game lead. Here's a picture of the King of the Hill champion. The King of the Hill winner-take-all 8-ball champion, Jeff Clare, defeating some monsters along the way. And with them in the picture is Alana Cornelison, which is one of our servers, lovely servers here at the Hangar. What a night that was for him, man. What an epic battle he had all throughout the whole day. An incredible performance. An incredible win. Earned himself a check that he's going to hang up on his wall. And he's going to feel proud of himself every time he looks at that check. Because he's going to know he beat some real big monsters at the table for him to be able to get that check. It wasn't an easy journey. He had the most difficult journey on the way there. But perhaps that's what made the path achievable for him. The fact that he had to play all these tough players, because instead of him having to play somebody that was a little bit easier and then having to play somebody tough, he was already playing one of the toughest players in the very first match, playing against Eric Horvison. But right from the very beginning, he was forced to come up with his best game. And from there, it seemed like he just never looked back. You couldn't really tell when he was feeling pressure either, because Jeff Clare just has a smooth aura about him when he's at the table. He's always calm, always in control. Even when he gets out of line and he gets out of position and things are a little wacky, man. I don't know. He's just always in control. He's just that well balanced at the table. And he really demonstrated that yesterday in the tournament as he went on beating every one of these big players. And I don't know. I think it showed his heart at the end when he had to battle back against Larry Hunter, who seemed like was going to be an easy opponent for a championship match. But instead, he just lit it up, man. And he put on some fire in that match. So much fire that I'm telling you right now, if you didn't get a chance to watch it yesterday, you have to go back and watch it. Maybe not right away. Do it later. Do it tomorrow. Whatever you're gonna do, but watch it. You're gonna want to watch that final. And the way it starts, you're gonna be like, "What? Why would I want to watch this?" Trust me, you want to watch it. What a matchup that was last night. I'll keep talking about it all day long, man, because I know it was a good matchup. Here's old Delgado. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Should I ask who you're supporting in this match? Like it's a grand mystery? Thank you. Oh, that looks beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the no croutons. I asked for a salad. I got croutons, man. Well, you know, it's just croutons. No big deal. They used to make the croutons here from scratch when I used to be the chef at this place. And that was prior to it becoming the Hangar. It used to be called Triple B's back in the day. I don't know if they still do that now, but back then it would have hurt a little bit more when I was wasting bread. When you buy that croutons in a bag, I don't really feel bad about that stuff. Trying to work it out here for the finish. He's almost got a forward angle here to be able to make this to the other corner or the side and be able to shape up for the 6. I think if you go to the corner, you're going to have a better shot of shaping up at the 6 than you do if you go to the side. I'm fairly sure that's what he's going to do himself. Oh, and a horn hit right there saves him from scratching. He's straight on that 6 ball. He's not going to get any better than that on the 6 ball. You're going to have to take that next. A nice little cut. Nice and smooth, gentle. Cheats the pocket just a little bit. But most importantly, he achieved the shape on the 6 ball, which was really difficult to get to. And now here, well, he's got a chance for the finish. He has to do a little bit of cue ball maneuvering here to get past these 2 stripes so he can make this 8 ball in the same pocket as the 5. He's going to use that 15 ball. And it's going to help him get a little bit straight on this 8 ball. Straight enough where he can make it anyway. And the shot is good. He's on the hill. 6-1. Breaking for the match. And rack number 8. How much Derek Gledhill can do here. Mike Delgado putting on a little bit of a clinic here, perhaps. Don't forget to not just tune in for the Tournament of Champions next Saturday, but also to come on down and play in the Tournament of Champions next Saturday. Action starts at 1:30 p.m. 866 Notre Dame Avenue is where we're at for the Tournament of Champions. Make sure you come down with your A game. Champions wanted. And we'll be waiting for you. I promise. $30 entry, handicap tournament. Exciting event every year when it comes down to the playoffs for the Tournament of Champions. And this one stands to be another exciting season. I'm looking forward to it. It will be held every second Saturday. And most of them won't be streamed unless I have another event where I'm going out of town. That could be either for pool or election work. If that's the case, then I won't be able to stream it. But it will still be held. Somebody will run the tournaments if I'm not able to make it there on the odd week here and there. I'm thinking that I'm going to be good for most of the tournament. I'm not going to have an issue, but you never know. Sometimes jobs come up last minute. And I mean, I had Joshua Filler watching me last night, so I'm like MVP now. No, I'm really not. I'm kidding. You know, it was just nice to have him on there. Right? It's not the first guy that's been on there. I have different great pool players that popped into the stream to watch. It's not really a compliment unless, like, you know, you see Joshua Filler watching the stream and then he says, "Hey, great job, man. You should come do this event." Then it's like, "Oh, yeah. Thanks, man." He didn't even say hi. He just came in there and snuck in and waited for his acknowledgement and then left. You used me, Joshua. You used me, man. Hurt my feelings, bro. I'm only kidding. What is the situation that we're looking at here? It's a bit of a tight squeeze, I suppose, but it ain't too bad. Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad. I don't see what he was hesitating about. Maybe there was something here that just didn't make sense in the puzzle, and this could be what it was about. Better to take the 7 for sure than the 4, but I think he was actually trying to line up for the 4 ball. And every time you change your pattern, usually you have to kind of make up for it at some point. And it's a really nice positional shot or a really creative shot, something like that. Looks like he's okay here, though. And that was a good shot to be able to get the right angle on the 1 ball. He can maybe try to open up this 12 and 8 ball to get onto the 3, but I don't think it's necessary. Although he kind of, I guess, wants to get that 8 ball open, so he might just take a swing at it. Oh, he's opened it up that way. I like that. That was creative. He's got the shot on the 4. The 8 ball goes. All he's got to do is just get position on the 3, and he can move on to the next rack. That's going to be a nice shot here on this one. Perfect on the 3, as you can see from the side angle. The plan was always to make that 8 ball on the side. Once he opened up that pocket, he was committed to it. A great finish on that one. He's on the scoreboard. 6-2. Down by 4, but he only needs 3. Call the side on the 13 here. Just didn't open up the pocket for the 10 ball. Pushing the 8 ball around a little bit, which is never really recommended, but he did it in a safe way and he's all right. It still has a finishing pocket. Interesting that they lined up for the combination, but at the same time, he's got an angle here to be able to shape up with this 13 ball. That kind of worked out, you know. They chased each other to follow up for a nice little setup here for the finish. Had that not worked out the way that it worked out, I don't think he would have been able to get that finish that easily. But now he's got a real chance to be able to get this game under his belt. Take a look at all his options to see what he can do here. No, man, I can't believe he missed that. And I can't believe that he ended up being unlucky and scratched in the corner pocket on top of that. Ball in hand for Mike Delgado is going to mean that he's got a chance here to be able to close out the match. And there really aren't a whole lot of issues on this table. It's basically just down to having a ball in hand on the 3-ball, and you kind of solved the whole puzzle. I mean, you still have to kind of earn it because you got to go back to forth and left to right, but the finish is definitely there. He's going to simplify things by removing the 6-ball out of the equation. Sorry, the 2-ball. Yeah, he's looking to right here. And that 3-ball, which I thought he was going to start off with, is going to be the shot that he takes now. And this is going to allow him to get over here for the 5 and the 6, which are kind of like, I guess, more or less the next 2 steps that he's got to take here. Finish. And, well, I don't know. He came off a little bit hard on this one, so maybe the 7-ball will be the shot that he takes instead to be able to come back across and just finish off on that 6 and 5. And check off the rail here with some pace. Nice pace on that one also. Perfect little weight for the 6-ball. He's got the cue ball on the string. And, well, he's doing whatever he wants with it. Makes it dangerous every time he plays like that, but it's not something that's new. Something that he always brings to the table when he's playing in any match. 5-ball to the corner is going to guarantee that he's got an 8-ball to the side. Derek is going to say that is good. And Mike Delgado will be this week's champion. 7-2 the final score. Let me get that on the challenge bracket real quick. That's the final match of the day, too, by the way. Mike Delgado wins. And I'll just say that Mike Delgado won against Mike Latour because I can't split it. 1-0. Thing. All right, that's going to conclude the tournament on challenge bracket, which I'm about to end now. And now we got to get to the closing. Let's get a little bit further back on this one. Let's set the mood a little bit. Remove the B-side final title from the screen. And, well, let's get into it. If you have a junior that's looking to train and learn how to play pool, they don't have to be advanced. We'll see you guys. Yeah, you can see them at the counter. They don't have to be advanced. They could be anywhere from just learning how to play to I can make shots and run tables every now and then. It doesn't matter what level of player they are. If they're wanting to come and learn and be a part of the program, we're going to train them. We're going to give them a chance to become real great competitors. Message me at cslmanitoba@gmail.com if you want to get one of your kids into the program or more than one kid into the program. It's open to everyone. Ages, as long as you can pick up a pool cue up until the age of 22. There's different groups. There's a group 1 and a group 2, right? Or division 1, division 2. Division 1 is the 14 and under. The division 2 is the 15 to 22 year olds. It's $8 per session. The sessions rotate every second weekend. So they're not playing 4 times a month, they're only playing twice a month. But in those 2 times that come out, we're going to work really hard on teaching them. And they'll have a chance to be able to play on different kind of tables. They'll have a chance to learn from different masters. And we're going to make sure that we have a good program for them. That'll give them a chance to become competitive players. And, for those of you that are watching right now, if you're thinking, hey, man, that's awesome. I love to see that kind of grow, and I would like to see some of that move forward. Well, you can support my work via PayPal or e-transfer at cslmanitoba@gmail.com. Anything that you put towards that is going to end up going towards that program, because to me, that is the future, and I'm trying to work towards the future. And if you want to message me to come out to your town to cover an event for you, message me at cslmanitoba@gmail.com. It'd be a true pleasure for me to come out, and I promise you that I will give you the best quality stream that I possibly can every single time you call me. I promise that. I take pride in my work, man. I do. cslmanitoba@gmail.com. That's where we're at. And let's show you, I guess we didn't get a highlight of the day today. I really wanted it, but it just kind of never really came. Here's the one from yesterday, though. King of the Hill, winner take all, double bank side from Johnny Baptiste to be able to get the finish on the rack. What a beautiful, beautiful shot that was. Honestly, really, really beautiful shot. Play your best game with Q Sports Live. I'm telling you, we're waiting for you. We're waiting for your moment so we can share your moment with everyone else too. And while we did jam up, we've done Predator, we've done everything else. But how about we go right here and talk about the hangar? This is the beautiful location you can see in your background. If you ever want to come out here with your friends and family, you're looking to book a spot, whether it's Christmas time or any time after that throughout the whole year, message them, call them. 204-560-2929 is their phone number if you're looking to call them. And, you can find them on Facebook. You can find them on Instagram. And, of course, if you just come down to 121 Scurfield Blvd, you can find them in person. The Hangar, Billiards, and Sports Lounge. I just dropped a fork on my pants. And I got dirty pants on. All right, and I don't know. I kind of feel like I got to do something for Predator anyway. So, let's start off with this one. Looking for a 7-foot Apex Predator bar box table? Message me, cslmanitoba@gmail.com to order one. Maybe we can work out something where I can get you a little bit of a deal on it. Let me know if I can help. If that ain't what you're looking for, and maybe you're looking for something a little bit bigger, well, here's the 4.5x9, which you can see here has LED lighting on the legs, a beautiful setup for your home or for your pool hall. And as you can see here in this picture, made out of high carbon steel frame for strength and durability. Beautiful tables, man. I'm telling you, I got a chance to see them all in Red Deer, and I fell in love with the Predator table instantly. Absolutely instantly. And, we did the hats, we did the shirts, we did independent and all that with Predator. How about we do a commercial for Predator and Jam Up? Go to jamupapparel.com if you're looking for any of this gear. And here's the commercial. Jamupapparel.com is where you go if you're looking for any of that gear. Plus more, they're always coming up with new gear, new designs. And if you're looking for something custom, maybe you got your own design that you want to kind of put out there, message us. We can do that too, man. Whatever it is you want to get done, we can help you out at jamupapparel.com. Check out the last highlight. Oop, that wasn't the last highlight. This was our last highlight. Simple shot for the finish. And, let's do, I don't know, how about the pool wisdom? Pool wisdom. The more you sweat and practice, the less you'll bleed in battle. Get to those tables and get out and practice hard to become the champion within. I'm telling you, man, your moment is coming, but you got to get there first. And I can't force you to do it, but every time you see this reminder, This message is for you, bro. Get out there and work on your game. Or broette, is that what we call them? Broette? What do we call the girls? My bra? I don't know. Anyways, the more you sweat in practice, the less you'll bleed in battle. I'm telling you, the more effort you put on that table to overcome the obstacles that are in front of you when you can't win, the better you're going to get, the more you're going to compete, the more you're going to win, and you're going to enjoy yourself as you become the champion within. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm not going to come back with another one because this was the last one. We're all done here, and our champion for this week is going to be technically Mike Delgado, but it kind of sort of is really Mike Viltour. Sort of, because he won the A side and he took the split, so technically he kind of finished it first. But it worked out. Oh, you know what? That kind of reminds me. I can't fix that anymore. I should have gone 1-1 and then made it all even. That would have worked out better. Now I have something, a recipe for the future. But anyways, I'm getting carried away. My name is Rod Arriagada. If you guys want to add me or follow me on Facebook, you can do so. If you want to follow me, I'm okay with that too. But make sure you add me, you know. It's kind of nice when you add me and not just a creep stalking my Facebook profile. If you want me to come out to your town and cover an event, you can also message me at cslmanitoba@gmail.com, or you can just add me on Facebook and message me on there on Messenger. That works. I'm not picky. You want my phone number to talk about something? Message me on there. I'll give you my phone number. No problem. You can do it. Let me know how I can help. And if this is your first time ever watching Q Sports Live, by the way, here on Facebook or on YouTube, make sure you guys like or subscribe to our channel. All right. So here on Facebook, for sure you want to hit the like and notification, because you're going to get notified every time we go live. And there's lots of action coming up over the next 3 months from either Q Sports Live here in Manitoba or Q Sports Live in Calgary. They got lots of events coming up as well. Make sure you do that. If you're on the YouTube channel and you're watching on there, make sure you subscribe to my channel, man. I need 1,000 subscribers. And I want at least to get 100 today. I have no idea if I got there, but if I did, thank you. If I didn't, well, maybe you guys can subscribe next time or when you watch this. Tonight, tomorrow, whenever. That's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the coverage. We had a lot of great matchups. It's always entertaining here on Sunday at the Hangar. We never know what kind of crowd we're going to get, and it's always entertaining no matter what. The battles are always amazing. I enjoy being here. I'm looking forward to coming out for the next one, which is going to be next Sunday. Until then, I'll see you at the tables next time, guys. Have a good night, everyone. Cheers. By the way, I seen all the thank yous there. You're very welcome, guys. Honestly, you're very welcome. I have to come back in because I usually see the thank yous and it's too late for me to say you're welcome, but you're truly welcome. I love what I do. Thank you for supporting and watching and being a part of the streams every time you guys tune in. You guys are awesome. Have a good night. Cheers.